Hello, it's me, Heaven again. I'm sorry for the look and everything, and the lighting, but I just want to have a quick video. I want to talk about because I recently, like a few weeks ago or last week, whatever. I watched the movie Us, and it was like really really amazing. Like I highly recommend it. Like if you like those psychological, thriller, suspenseful movies, like if you want to, but it was really good. Like it was really good. And it got me thinking after that and everything, just theories. I watch and read theories about it, and I'm like, how, because I was thinking, like, people think that, first of all, I want to say that, like, um, like, people think, like, Jason is a tethered, but to me, I don't really think he is. Just because, like, I know kind of makes sense, like, he built those sand tunnels and things like that, but I just don't understand when and how did they switch. That's like the point, that's the thing, the main thing that I'm stuck on. Let's say they say all these things, and then I'm like, okay, but then how and why they switch? Like, when? Like, how? Let's say like the last summer, he's yeah, I know he was a changed person. I don't know, something like that. And I'm like, it's like I don't know. I just don't know how. I really don't know how that can be. Like, you know what I'm saying? But what I think, I might be wrong too because I don't know. I'm just whatever thing. You know what I'm saying? Like I think how like Gabe, he's a human, right? Like he's a human who's real. And sorry guys, sorry. Okay, so you know how he's like a human. He's like uh oh my gosh, sorry. I don't have these equipment thing, but okay. So you know how like Gabe's a human, right? And then as we know in the end, like um what's it called? Adelaide, she's actually a tethered, and she switched. She kidnapped the real Adelaide, and she uh chained her and to the bed, and then she like took off, like stole her life, the real Adelaide's life. And so okay, there's one. So the couple is one a human, one a tethered. So I was thinking like when if they have children, I'm thinking like both of them are hybrids. Like they're both human and tethered. Like they're the originals. They're the surface people, but and they're mixed with also the doppelganger too. Like tethered. So I was thinking like maybe Zora, like she's more into her human side, like more with her human side as than her tethered side, and like Jason, he's more in his tethered side than his human side. Like what I'm saying. How like there's kids who not only they look like one of their parents or both of their parents, but they'll have like some kind of trait as some kind of trait from their mom or the dad or both. Like the characteristics. They have their own personality, right? They have their own personality and stuff. But some traits, like that's just like their mom or dad. They do just like that. That's what I think. Maybe like that's why he's all different and stuff because he's like more of his tether side. Like that's what I think. Like it's a short video because I just want to like I know there's a lot of things I want to say, but I just totally forgot. There's things I want to say, but like about it because there's a lot of symbolism. Like there's so many like symbolism. I'm still confused. Like I'm still sometimes watching, like about these things, and yeah, that's what I want to talk about. That's it. I mean, even there's more. I think that's it. Like I just want to talk about that. Like how can it be? How can Jason be a tether? Like if this were like I don't know, and he acts like that, like the Pluto, like in the tethered, or they say the real Jason, but like I don't know how he became like that. I know like when the real Adelaide like was there on the ground, I don't know why she has that how she speaks. I know the reason why. I know when the fake LA, the red, like she's like when she had children, like then the real Allie had children on the ground, and things like that. What she said, but like I don't know how it came out, how Pluto is like that. Like if he's real, I know how we know how like a real Allie grow up. You know how she has to be on the ground. She has to like go through those things, and that's how she became like that because she got choked, but so she haven't used her voice, so it's weak and like it's not strong enough, because they don't know how to speak. They don't know that they can't. So like we know why, but then like Pluto, like if it's real, he's real. He shouldn't grow up like that. Like I mean, I grow up like like shouldn't really be raised something like that. I don't know. Maybe because the tether. I don't know, but just I don't think. I mean, that's the one thing. How like I don't know something in like his grandmother's house, and I think got on fire because he doing the thing and like the magic trick and stuff. And I'm like, I don't know, like, and then he cuts on fire. I don't know, something like that. And then they switch. I don't know how they switch, like when and how. Like how can Pluto go through, or the fake Jason or whatever, go out of the fun house and just meet. I don't know. There's other leeway out. No, only through the entrance. I don't know. See, I don't know when, how, why, what. Like, it didn't say it was last year. That's what because it said like he seems changed. Like he didn't say anything. Like I don't know, something like that. He changed or something like that in the past. But like when somebody dies in their family, sometimes it can happen. Like you change, like because it's a tragic thing and a tragic situation in your life that maybe not all people, but there's people, like and like it changes you. That's what I think. Like it can happen like that, and sorry, and so that's what I mean. I guess I think about that. I don't know. It makes sense. I don't know, it makes sense. But also, I remember, how the tethered to say they are an experiment, like lab experiment to control the people on the surface. That's what it feels like. Maybe Jason, the real Jason, like somehow, or the fake, I don't know, like somehow, like they're like not really failures. They're really like they're like not a failure, but like not a failed experiment. They're like maybe that's one of them like is a successful tethered. I guess I don't know how, but it is. I know how this is a government funded like laboratory or something. The experiment is like a government by the government, government funded, and I don't know why, but I heard when people say that, the Tyler family, like they say like maybe they're like they have connection, like they're like a family relative or something to the Armitage from Get Out, the Armitage family from Get Out, and they're both in the same universe, so they have some kind of connection. So I'm like, yeah, maybe they both are like a family relatives or whatever, because they both have like high tech stuff or whatever. And but I think like also, what if maybe the Armitage family in the movie Get Out, or with other people that were doing the auction thing. I don't know if this is them too, like they do experiments and stuff. They know the change of the brain, I don't know if they do it too or only the Armitage. They're like the main people to go to get their brain switched with a person with a African American and things like that. I'm not sure, but it's only them Armitage family. Then like feels like the government funded laboratory, like the lab experiment of the tether, trying to control the the people on the surface. That's what it feels like. That's like a connection to the Armitage family and Get Out. I don't know why, like because it feels like they have a connection. I feel like that's one of the things that you can connect from the movie Us and the movie Get Out. To me, that's how like maybe they somehow connected. Also maybe also the Tyler family, but I mean the government funded. Maybe they're like I don't know why because we know the what's it called? Sorry, you know how like in the movie Us, you know the government funded like the lab experiment and making the tether to control people, right? The real people and the surface, you know, not you know they that's like their goal, right? I know they failed and they abandoned the experiment, right? So if it feels like in the movie Us, or maybe I just don't notice it, don't realize because there's a lot of symbolism, there's a lot of things going on, you know. So I don't know if they said who like specifically as the founder of that, like and who actually started that. I don't know, but feels like it's the Armitage family, like family relatives, like in the past, like Rose Armitage's like parents, like great grandparents or something like that. You know, feels like they wanted to have this ambition, this ambitious plan, like this motive thing to like want to you know like I don't know why, but to want to control the people, right? So they do that, and they failed at that because it doesn't work or whatever some reason. So they failed, and it failed, and they abandoned it. And what if later on, like before the storyline, of the movie Get Out started, like before you know, like it started, or movie in the movie Get Out, like but like years before you know Get Out movie, you know like timeline whatever. Feels like maybe they figure another way to control people is to like switch their brains from one person to the other, like you know that we saw in Get Out. Feels like maybe they do that and then they figure out oh like that's I mean that's okay. I guess this is not a failed experiment. This is actually successful cause, and you know try it out whatever it is you know and they find out oh, okay. I mean there we go like a successful experiment, and then they just continue doing that probably. And some lady, you know, the lady, the mother, like I know she do with hypnotism type thing. I know what she put in place of it, but feels like, and then since then they have been controlling people, specifically, you know, African Americans. Even though like I don't know the reason why in the beginning, I don't, you know, that's the part like you know, but feels like then yeah, and then since then like just happens to like that. That's what I think. I don't know because you know that's what I think. That's what Jordan Peele said, right? Like you know, some kind of like there's a connection, right? There's a connection to us and Get Out, and I think he said I'm not saying anything wrong. Like he's like in the same universe or whatever. You guys can like correct me because I you know I don't want to give false information and things like that. So that's what I think. Like that's what like how it connects us and Get Out is by from the lab experiments. Like you know about both of them wanting to control people. Like the main goal for both of them is the same thing that they want to control. You know people. You know I don't know, but and the Jason, yeah. I mean that's what I think too. But I don't want to make this video long. But I hope it makes sense and stuff. But I know I'm still reading the theories and stuff because everybody have really good theories and everything, and I just don't know. And then Jordan Peele like I know gonna have two more movies that might going to like that's going to like connect us and Get Out in some way. Maybe some other social issue, probably right? Because you're doing things that are like about social issues, you know, racism and about you know class in this world, like you know, like so things like that. So maybe the other two movies would be some kind of social issue, talking about some you know social issue, but then also you're gonna tie the movies Us and Get Out together at the same time, like you know, one of those two movies or both. I don't know, but you just gotta wait, man. This is amazing. Huh? This the Jordan Peele's like literally my like, and the Twilight Zone gonna do. I mean, that's my childhood. I like it. That's one of the my favorite shows to watch growing up. You know, I'm 26. Like I grew up with you know Ross Serling, you know Twilight Zone, and I never grew up. Like you know, I know it's like before my time. I was born in 1996, 1993, so like as you know, it was way before that, you know. So, but so it's not really like my childhood, you know. But still, it was like I grew up with, you know. But yeah, so I just can't, you know. But yeah, I mean, I don't know what guys you think. If you got any theories, you know, or if you want to like correct me if I'm wrong, whichever, then like, you know, please, you know, leave a comment if you like, and if you like this video and it was crazy, you know, but you can leave a like if you like, and also you can, if you want to, you can subscribe to my channel, and yeah. So thank you so much for watching, you know, and have a great day and be safe. All right, bye.